actually. Okay. Alright, just hang on a second, guys. Really, that's no music. Okay, so I'm just realizing that in my last stream, I actually didn't. I really need to like. I really need to go through like these things more often, to be honest. I just realized that in my last stream, I didn't actually have the audio on. Can you guys? Hmm. Not this one. All right. Give me a second. Let me try to set things up. Okay. Let's. Let me just have that play in the meantime. Let me figure something out. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to check and make sure everything's all good. Alright, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not. I'm not really in the I guess best of moods today. I'm not angry or anything like that. That's not. It's. I'm just. I'm just kind of. I'm just kind of a little sad. Um. I'm not gonna go into detail because, like, I want to respect this person's like privacy, like for sure. It's just there was like there was this like girl I used to, not used to. There's this girl I liked on Twitter, and let me turn this down. Let me turn this down. We're gonna get into the, like, this part of the stream at some point. And also, I think I intend.
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
Yeah,
All right,
let me just take care
let's
of
get
that.
this started.
The stream is probably gonna be like 7 hours long. Afterwards, I have to go to work. So yeah, yeah. There's this girl that like I was really interested in for like years now that I used to follow on Twitter. Well, yeah, I guess that would probably be the right way to put it. It's yeah. I really don't know what to say, man, other than like I really was in love with that girl, man. Like even though like we didn't, she lived pretty far away, but like every time I get the chance to talk to her, I would try to without like, you know, um, but yeah, I liked her, and I don't know, man. It's let me, I don't really want to dwell on this because like the more I do, the more it's just gonna like hurt. But like, yeah, I I basically like just like I made like a few tweets pretty much just like saying like I liked her pretty much like, and I was worried about like messing things up, and I think that just kind of like I think that scared her away. She was so much like she was pretty much she was pretty much everything I would like, everything I loved in a woman, really. Like she was always so passionate about like sports and just like biology and chemistry, and she was always like standing for African American like culture, like always respecting the elders that came before us. She was an animal lover too. There's so much like I loved about her. Like it was like if I ever had to if I ever had to say there was anybody in my life that like was so much like just fit for me, like, you know what I'm saying? I'd probably say it was her. I really this stream shouldn't be about this. It's just I gotta like I feel like I don't know, I gotta get this off my chest. But it's like, yeah, like she um I don't know, she ended up that me admitting that like I felt things for her, and like I didn't want to like I never like said her name specifically. I basically said like there's this girl that like I've been crazy about for like the past couple like for a long time now, and I'm worried about messing it up. And I think I have to imagine she saw that tweet because there's no other explanation as to why. Because she had her Twitter for a long time. She actually, I think, I didn't even notice up until that, like, a little bit before she got rid of it, that we actually had, like, we pretty much created our Twitter accounts around the same time. So that was kind of interesting to me. But, yeah, it's like, she ended up, like, deleting her Twitter. Um, yeah. She ended up deleting her Twitter, and that, that was, that. it was. I don't know if it's like a thing with us guys, but like we like it's happened to me like I'd say once before, but it's not like with her it was even more special. Like with this girl that I'm talking about right now, it was more special with her. So it's like some like sometimes you just in like such disbelief you just kind of like go numb for like a few seconds, you know. I really I know like I really feel like I shouldn't be talking about this like at all online, but it's like yeah man, like we already had a kind of connection and I wanted us to have like a bigger one, you know. But just just saying my feelings like was enough to scare her away. Again, man, like to me I already know. Like I'm a pretty smart guy, man. Like I'm not good with words, but like I'm pretty intuitive. I can pick up on things. I can tell you, man, I'm not gonna find anybody else like her. I'm not. There's there's a lot of girls that are like, you know, kind that are like kind and all that, but she was that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a girl who tries her best to be nice. Be despite all the pain she's been through in her life, she's still like trying to be kind to other people. Like it's pretty much like me, I guess. She she's like she doesn't want to like abandon anything about like her her culture, her city, her background. She loves everything about it. She loves everything. Like she's not afraid to say anything that she loves. She's open about it. I'm not I'm not gonna find another girl like her, man. Like she was really just not afraid to speak her mind. She was always like open, like I don't know, man. I'm not like again. She was kind of like me because like it's not about being you know it's not about being a pleasant person. It's about being. I think both of us are kind of like smart enough to get that type of stuff is kind of meaningless, you know. Just she was nice, but she wasn't afraid to like you know just she was nice. She was Christian, but she wasn't like afraid to like you know just be what she was, you know. Like that's why I loved her so. Yeah, yeah. That's why I felt how I did about her, you know. And now like she left Twitter, like she's gone. I I just feel like I lost out on something, and it was basically my own doing. I couldn't say how I couldn't express that like you know I was into her. I never I never told her directly. I just made a tweet and I guess she saw that. Like she didn't follow me. I followed her. um but yeah, I just made like a tweet like basically just saying like I liked her. So I guess she checked my like account and like, you know, like I never like added her. I never said anything. I just cuz I didn't want to like tell her that yet, you know. if anything, I think I would have probably done it like a month and 7 days from now, like on Valentine's Day. I think I would have tried then in an alternate future, like some alternate reality that just I'll never get to see. But yeah, I guess she saw that, and after like that, I noticed like a few, I guess, like reposts about some things about um I noticed like a few reposts about I don't know, just basically just describing things like how she was talking about like love and twin flames versus soulmates, and looking back, like before I started the stream, I was thinking, man, what an honor to at least to feel like at least she regarded me like highly like that, like to think of to like at least admit like at least a couple of her actions do tell me that like she did care about me to some extent, like because the the things I was seeing at least made it obvious to me that maybe she felt like she loved me too. But I get maybe that's what scared her away. So yeah, and I'm not gonna see her again. The last like the last thing I remember, the last thing I think she ever posted her, well, repost she made was like this year she's just gonna like go completely like hermit mode, like just no social media, no nothing. Like she was just I didn't I didn't really think that I thought maybe she was just gonna like step off for like just not post as much, just not share as much. I didn't think she would end up deleting her Twitter account, and I felt so many like different emotions. I felt like like I'm just such a I can't I don't know even though I guess the signs are there that she did like me, like deep down inside of myself, I always feel like I'm the I get rejected like a lot, man, like a lot. I had like a 5 year relationship, but like I get rejected a lot. So deep down inside my soul, I felt like even if the signs are there that she liked me, I still believe that like I am just such an unattractive and weird guy. I'm just such an unattractive and weird guy that like I I ended up like freaking her out and pushing her away. And I think that's true because like if I'd handled it better, if I was the type of guy that like actually invested time into like having game or stuff like that, maybe I wouldn't have like scared her away. Maybe I would have, you know, been better. And I think I handle things way like differently, like I don't know, out of order compared to how other people would. Like people would build themselves up first and then try to approach the girl they're interested in. I'm doing it whilst I'm building myself up. Like I'm hitting the gym. I just like I have 2 jobs now. It's not just one. Like, and I'm planning to make it 4 jobs. All of that's probably gonna happen within the next year. Within the year, for sure, for sure. Um, and I got like 2 real big goals in my life, pretty much. One of them, I think they're both realistic that I can like achieve, but both of them are gonna take years. One of them's gonna take like it depends on when I start really. But yeah, I'm trying to like I'm trying to build myself up at the same time I was trying to chase the girl that I wanted, and now that was my mistake. I know she wouldn't have deleted her Twitter if it wasn't for me. Like I know that. I can tell. And I can tell she saw my tweets too. It wasn't, and I know for, I guess this, if anything, was like bigger confirmation for me of something like I'd always suspected too. It's like it seemed like every time when I talked to her, there would be times like when she would like repost or retweet things that like made it she'd repost or retweet things that I'm sorry, right now in my head. She'd repost or retweet things that again had to do with like it seemed to indicate how she felt. Like it was just the thing. It did, but then it would be in like the context of like somebody that's already like her boyfriend, and it's like we didn't establish that. I don't think so. So that's why I wasn't really so sure if she was actually talking about me or maybe she had a relationship with another guy. It it's so it's dude, it's so hard to be a guy, man. It's so hard to be a guy and even trying to just talk to somebody that you like. It really is. And I'm gonna just tell you guys my age. Yeah, I'm 27 years old. Like I've been dealing with this a lot, and it's like I don't know if this is a result of me just not trying to like practice. uh, it's just rough, man. Like it's rough for a guy like me because I'm kind of nerdy, I guess, and I'm also stubborn. Like I don't want to like I should. I don't know if I should. Let me, I don't want you guys to just see like I don't know, a dark screen because this is about like this stream is gonna be about Dokkan. It's so rough to just be yourself and be your simple vulnerable self. You have to come to you have to approach a woman with like purpose. You can't just like feel things, you have to, and that just takes the soul out of it to me, like it takes the soul out of it to me that you have to like repurpose the way how you're about to approach a woman pretty much. Like you have to have a game, you have to have a plan. You can't just go in there and say, yeah, I like you, you know, I want to like I want to date you and I want to just like experience things with you and I want to it's hard to initiate and it's hard to keep them interested too. At least for me, it's pretty much always been the case for me. It really sucks because I really I really wanted, you know, I really wanted to date her someday, you know. And it's not like it's not like there's something. It's not like there's something like really wrong with me either. Like in the past, I would believe that there was no hope for me, to be a normal guy. I guess that like I wasn't attractive, that stuff like that, like insecurities. It's like as I've grown, I've come to realize, yeah, I guess at certain angles I'm probably unattractive. At certain angles, I probably am attractive. I do have I have a big penis. But look, whatever. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't like mentioning that type of stuff, but it's like, whatever, bro. Like, things that like I used to be insecure about, like, or wasn't so sure about. Like, I'm grown up at this point to where I can just like, yeah, I can say that without really having much problem saying it. I guess I'm a sort of attractive guy, and I guess I do. I guess I have hope to be a normal person. I guess I have you know, I'm alright down there pretty much. Like things like that. Like as I've grown up, as I've had these jobs, as I've like as I'm just experiencing more out there, like it's fine to just be comfortable admitting who you are to yourself. Um, but it's just like it's it's just rough that like I want to really experience things with somebody like I, I wanted to just like have you know some a real connection with like that girl. I'm not gonna mention her name. I was actually close to mentioning her name and I just like caught myself there. Right. I wanted a connection with her, and it's just now that that can't happen because she's gone. Like both of us had like I don't know, I guess hard times growing up as kids. You know, both of us like just look past all the hurt and really try to like make our priority, I guess, focusing on making other people's lives like better in some way, shape, or form. Um, it's just there was so much. There was like there's so much that I really liked about her, and a lot of things that we could have like that we did, I guess, bond over. But I don't know if I like there was a point that I don't know if I like, got to it yet, but it's like yeah, like when sometimes like normally I wouldn't be like open about like like I wouldn't be open about expressing my feelings if I wasn't at least like 75-80% sure that the person like felt the same way. But it's like yeah, when like I would like I guess when I would just straight up when I would just talk to her, it wouldn't even like just be like lovey-dovey vibes. It would just be like we'd just be talking. It's she would I don't know, she would always like kind of make like posts again like about that type of thing like love and I don't know, but again it was usually in the context of like she had like a boyfriend already, so it was like or at least it seemed like it. She, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm wrong, but it did seem like literally every single time. Like she wouldn't make any other like tweets like that unless it was after I had spoken with her. It's like I said, I was trying to say before. It's like it's just rough, man. Because women are like so afraid. It's like women like some women are just like they some women. I'm not talking about her. Some women like just get the ick over pretty much anything. Like they just don't. They're not. They lose interest like just over anything, and then other girls are just like girls like her are shy and don't really want to like they they go to this extent and just run away even if the guy likes them and they're not going to even if they promise like they would never like and I would keep that promise like never hurt them, never hurt them emotionally or any of that, like just yeah. even so, man, like even if they like you and and they know you like them, they'd still run away from the relationship anyway. So yeah, it's past 11 o'clock. We should do this. Um, I didn't even. I figured I might end up talking about this during the stream. It's just I figured I'd do it the way how I usually do everything else, where it's just like I don't go too into depth with it. But yeah, yeah, that was rough, man. That the past couple of days, like I wanted to do this stream yesterday. Like no, not even yesterday. Like on the night of the 5th, going into yesterday, pretty much, which was the 6th. But like that was the day when that happened. So I really just needed time to just grieve and think. And uh, I was thinking just like burying, you know, just not, just to not think about it, just to like, you know, bury that feeling. But I think I'd be doing myself a disservice to both her and to me if I didn't acknowledge the fact that like, yeah, we probably I don't know about her. I'm not exactly so sure about her, but I mean I think the signs were there. Like I think I would be doing a disservice to just deny the fact that like you know I had feelings for her and that like you know it's you know it's gonna go away. The best way for it to go away though for real would be to not think about it. Like I'll just that's the only way. Like even so, man. Like as far as relationships, as far as like love interests for me have gone, that was my greatest one, and still is. I don't think I don't think any girl is ever gonna come close to that again, and I don't think I care if they did. Like I don't know how to put it. It's like that. She's just gonna be special to me, even if it didn't end. Even if it kind of ended in like heartbreak for me, she's not. I'm not. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna let myself forget. And if she somehow, like somehow, it's not gonna happen. But like, if somehow she did come back into my life, I wouldn't. You know, clearly I'd understand. Like, I get why. I do get why girls, like, you know, don't, you know, run away. Pretty much, like they run away from relationships. I get it, but you know, yeah, like I'd still like. I'd love to talk to her again because we we had a connection, and I wanted a deeper connection. So, hmm. I'm not again, I'm not mad and I'm not that sad anymore like about how you know how things went. Like how I'm not mad at her at all. Like I don't know, I'm trying to it's great like how it's not great. It's fine. how things ended between us. Would I have loved to have shown her how much I loved her? I guess I might as well. Yeah, I think yeah, I did love her, but did I would I have loved to have shown her that? Yes, and I don't know. I don't feel like I feel like it would have been nice if both of us got to know each other on a better level. Hmm. Right. We really should go because it's already been almost an hour, I think, since I started the stream. But just to put this to just to wrap this up, I suppose. To put this, I don't know. I there's really no way. There's really I put it best on I wrote it down like she was basically just my heart. That's the best way to put it. Like I never really would. I never like with not with anybody. And I've had like again I've been in a relationship for for 5 years, and I've also like had somebody that like I was I really had a crush on for like I don't know. I don't say a decade. It was like 8 years. And I think I've known this girl like in a less amount of time than I've known both of those other two. But like for this one, she was my heart, man. Like there's so much more chemistry that I had with her than with anybody. And I scared her away, you know, because because I basically just said that I liked her, and I didn't really. I again I didn't mention her, but I guess she checked my account and saw my tweet and just it scared her away. Um, and I think I lost my train of thought there, but yeah. Oh, I gotta go, man. I gotta go seriously because like we don't with what we have to do today in the stream, like we're not gonna have much time. Like this past so far as this year has gone, as we've gone into this year, it's so many different things that just kind of kept me back from doing the stream. It's I drank alcohol. You know, I kind of went to the gym and just was like a little too tired to do it the other day. And then I just got my heart broken, just straight up. Like this has just been like me trying to do these past couple of streams has just been it's just been like sidetracked, not sidetracked. I don't want to put it in that way because it's not that's not how I want to. I'm I'm seriously in love with that girl, man. Like for real. Like I don't mind saying that. It's just I'm not gonna see her again, man. I'm not gonna see her again, and I'm not gonna have the chance. All right, let's get to this. I I don't know if I should start off with like UI Goku's theme or Jiren's theme, but I'm on Jiren's theme right now. Yeah, Jiren first. Okay. Alright. Okay, guys. Like, Jiren is my favorite character. That's the thing, and like, you know, he rejects emotion and all that, and I get that, man. 100% I do. But I don't think I can ever just let go of that feeling for the girl that I'm not gonna mention it family, but I'm not like I can't. I don't think I can do that to her or to myself. Especially if she did love me back. Like, man, I just realized like my nose was kind of like stuck for like the past couple like hours. I didn't realize like when I woke up that was all good. Hmm. Streams really shouldn't be the place where I do these things, man. Like I've had like another kind of I had like a breakdown before. It was about something else, so I really shouldn't be doing these things on stream. Right. So guys, we're gonna be taking on the burst mode Kid Buu Red Zone. We tried that in the last stream. We're gonna get into. Now we're gonna get into this. Um. Yeah, we took on. We tried to take on Kid Buu's burst mode before, but like we didn't have enough time. I had to go to work. It's the same thing today. I have to go to work. I should have done this yesterday, but as I explained, I was going through something, so like I had to. I just had to like have a moment. I don't know if I should. Maybe I should. Hang on. Let me go ahead and grab the light so that we can you know. Yeah. The best. Yeah, this thing is a little too bright. The best way, though, for me to, I'd say just the way how I like to look at love, I guess, is like even if things don't go so well, or even if that person is just gone. Like usually, I mean in like the passed away type of gone, but like and I guess in this case it's more like they're gone. Like you're not going to see them again. I think the best way to approach this is just let go, but you know, carry a piece of them on, and that piece of them is like the memories, you know. So again, like I'm never gonna forget how I felt about her. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna forget like you know our conversations and the fact that like she did. I mean, more than likely, I don't really doubt it. It's just there's always a part of you that has to, a part of myself that has to be like cautious about like that type of thing, you know. Because I don't want to just get my heart broken pretty much and figure out that they don't, but I think she did. The best thing to do is just, you know, just keep a piece of them and the memories going, and I think she loved me too. And that's the greatest memory I can like have of us is the fact that like I think I can tell now for sure she used to have feelings for me too, or she did or does, I guess, because it wasn't like this was like literally just like 2 days ago pretty much when this happened. Okay. The thing about me is like I try not to show emotion, like so much so that I kind of like I if I bury it, like how I explained before, like I bury emotion, but like I do it like in a way to where like this other persona of myself, this part that you guys see, it's just buried underneath that. Like, yeah, there's like a part of me that like is just sad, but like I've had to for a long time in my life, just like kind of not show the people like I guess around me and my family, like sometimes because like I wanted to like it was two things. Some of them were kind of like just mean to me, and I didn't want them to see like me being vulnerable. And then the other side was like, even if it was like for that same person, it was like I love them and I wanted to portray like my strength pretty much. So like I can like unless I really just lose it like and I slip, like I can just like bury that emotional side of me that kind of wants to just cry right now. I can bury it under this version of myself pretty much. Like you guys don't see that. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm just like again. I've been through a lot in my life to where I just know how to hide like some things about myself. Pretty much. Like the sad, the vulnerable side. You guys, you won't like really see that. But anyways, I should. I wanna. I need to check the chat. I just realized. Oh, okay, nobody's on. Okay. So guys, we're gonna go ahead now and take on the Extreme Z battles. But the goal today is that we're going to be taking on Kid Boo's Burst Mode Red Zone. Right.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, well, there's also another thing. So yeah, again, we tried doing Kid Boo's Burst Mode before. I only spent about $400 pretty much in the last stream, and that was good because I don't know what else I'd need the money for. So that said, oh, let me turn up the. Yeah, I do love his theme, so we're just gonna play it. I lost my train of thought, to be honest with you. I know I was gonna say something, and I just forgot. Oh, this is gonna take a long time with the other Extreme Zeros, and it's not gonna take as long because it was Goku and Vegeta. And I know their rivals are stronger together. So Goku on his own probably isn't gonna be as strong. Okay, never mind. No. There's gotta be a big step up to level 2 for me to be able to tell like this is actually gonna take as long. We'll see.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, there's one more thing I want to mention. Like, I don't care how stupid. Hang on. Let me turn on the music. I hope you don't have to sit through Boo's intro.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, man, I don't care how stupid this. I don't care how stupid this sounds. Like, I'm not. I don't think. I don't think I'm ever going to like. I'm ever gonna let myself like love somebody the way that I loved, her. The thing is, man, she was such a unique person, and she was so like. She's just the type of person that I know I'm not going to find again. Like no, like I guarantee you, the way how I see how people like are, like how people operate, I'm never gonna find somebody that was so just open and just like smart enough to like realize, that despite how much hurt people put you through, caring about people and like being passionate about things, like just don't compromise on who you are for the world's sake. But still, try to do like try to help out people in the world. I'm not gonna find another girl that's like that, man. People like I've just seen it enough from people to just know, man. At this point, people are not like that. People are not like what me and her were like.
All right, let's do this.
I'm not gonna find such a compatible heart ever again, man. Like it's not happening. So I'm not gonna let myself love again, like, cause it's just not gonna be. It's not gonna be what it was with her, like what it could have been with her. Like it's just not. I'm literally never gonna find somebody that is that is like that. It's just. So I get that a lot of people probably would want to like say something like cheer me up and say like plenty of fish in the sea and all that, but I don't care about the fishes and like that's not like I'm not doing this. I wasn't interested in her because like I want something as simple as like like what other guys are into like sex and all that. Like I couldn't care less about that. Like this is about like I'm just gonna have this brightness low. This is about like just somebody who gets me and I got her. Like I'm not gonna find that again. I have to turn off these intros. I gotta turn off these intros. But yeah, like bottom line, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking about this after this. But like, I'm not finding anybody else like her, and I don't want to. I'm not. I'm not. There's nobody else that is going to just fit me more, that I get more, that I want to be with more than her. Like, legitimately nobody. No past girlfriend, no crush I had, no, none of that. Like, that was the one right there, and she's gone. And I'm gonna take the 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 fact that, like, you know, she at least did like me. She at least did like me, you know. For I'm just gonna take that and be happy and content with that. And that's just gonna help carry me forward. Like, I don't need any other relationships. I'm good, bro. I'm still just kind of like, just kind of processing this whole thing. But yeah, man, that's one thing I'm positive about. I'm not the type of guy that's like interested in, like, you know, I don't need to like be, I don't need to like not feel lonely. I think I just was really happy about the fact that like I found somebody that was just everything I ever wanted, pretty much. Okay, let's play the music again. I'm gonna turn off the intros and let's like really focus. Like, we gotta do this. The longest, well, no, the longest I could stay here really is like until like 10:30, like at night. But like, cause I got like a late. This is like today's gonna be my first time doing like a really late night shift. But yeah. All right. Oh, because I clicked. Okay. I'm gonna try to speed through this, even though these extremes evals are now much longer than they used to be. Again, maybe that was just the whole Destin Rivals Goku and Vegeta extremes eval. And maybe it was just because we also were fighting Beerus and he's portrayed as really tough. But like, this could end up taking a while. So we need to like try to like not spend more time here, we need to like rush through this. I really don't think I should have hopped on the stream today, man. I'm still just processing this whole thing. It really just means a lot to me that she even. I'm, yeah, I'm not. I'm just gonna, for now, not think about it.
All right, let's do this.
I had the opportunity to get Buhan with like those blue suns, and I don't know if that was a mistake or not, because I did end up summoning Gamma 2 recently. I think I was on stream that I did that. Oh, there's one more thing I should mention. I know I did say I was gonna like try to attempt doing Kid Blue's voice mode off screen at the end of the last stream, but I didn't do it because of like this song that you guys are hearing right now. Like, I wanted to make sure that I captured my first time using UI Goku's active skill on stream. Normally I would be like handling the way how I say things a lot differently. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Right now I just right now I'm just like I'm just not feeling too good, to be honest. Like I feel like I want to just keep some things up, I guess. I've been through worse heartbreaks. Trust me. Like, and it's worse when the person just like, you know, is nasty about it. But like she didn't do anything to me. She was really just trying to spare herself. Like, if anything, this is kind of like the best type of heartbreak I've ever had. Cause I liked her. It seems like she liked me, but she just didn't want to, you know. $22 million? He's dead. If he crit, he would dead. The thing is, I was thinking about like making a video where I just like finally explain all of the gimmicks and behaviors of these games so that you guys can have an easier time, like both in Dokkan and Legends. It's Universe as well actually, but like that one would have been like that's a stretch on if I've actually gone through that one.
All right, let's do this.
But it's like now, man, dude, I really just can't. Okay, again, so you know what? Hang on, let me just show it now so that you guys have an idea of what we're doing here today. So what we're gonna be doing is this, right? It's probably gonna take an hour to do both of these, but we're gonna be doing both Goku and Kid Boo's Extreme Z Battle. We're gonna do all these Daima related events, even though I've never watched Daima. We're gonna take those on. We'll probably do Super Battle stages, but only like after we've eaten Kid Buu. Those don't take too long. Do this too. I wonder if they're giving us any quests. Oh, they released another stage. Yeah, they did. I actually literally just did this yesterday. Like the missions for this stage. I did this yesterday. Like I just did it, bro. I just tanked my feelings and I just did it. I just want to make sure there's nothing else. I gotta check quest mode. And I gotta check the core memories as well. I think there was something related to the core memories that I wanted to do. It's just not gonna get me any dragon stones, which is fine. It's not exactly what we're doing this today. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Yeah, okay, so I already know what's up with the Coral Memories. I don't have any other places to get dragon stones from there. No, I wasn't supposed to click that.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, I want to time myself. Because we have to go. 30 minutes. I don't want to spend any longer than 30 minutes doing this. So for you guys, well, I don't know, because you guys are all over the world, clearly. But, for me, I want to end this like around 12:10. I don't know why did I put Magic Boot? I don't know. Why did I put this Magic Boot in this one? I feel like I've been making a mistake when it comes to these streams too. Like, I should be playing different songs. There's so many other songs that I haven't heard in a long time that I should play today. I think I know how I'm gonna start off too, actually. Oh, and I saw this, like, I didn't really have time to just, like, think about this either, but, like, Toshi, for Legends, Dragon Ball Legends, Toshi, the producer of, Legends, and also, he was the producer of Dokkan as well, like, I think that means he was the one who created Dokkan Go, and was in charge for, like, the first 3 years. But yeah, he's actually just not gonna be a part of Legends reveals and stuff anymore. I wish he would have at least stuck around until like the start of the 7th anniversary, you know, but it's fine, I guess. Let him do what he wants to do. And when I went into this year, I was thinking last year was a year of setup for myself, and this year was gonna be a year of change. And It's been a lot of changes. It's been a lot of changes. It's been a lot of changes so far.
All right, let's do this.
I guess this stream can go anywhere between 7 to 11 hours. It, I can't say 12 because if it was 12, then I wouldn't be able to. I don't think I'd be able to get to work on time.
All right, let's do this.
I really just, I can't let myself think about it. Man. Like, I can't, because. It's not even just like, I can't, it's not. It's not like I just can't even let myself think about it on stream. I just don't think I can let myself think about it in general. I've learned this at this point. Like I can't.
All right, let's do this.
I really thought this rotation would be capable of beating him, like in one turn, but I guess I was wrong. I don't think we can do this before 12 turn actually. I can do this in 30 minutes. Well, I guess it's 20 minutes now.
All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this.
And I know I shouldn't be talking about it, but it's like, dude, for a guy like me, like, I've always had a hard time, not even a hard time, it's practically always seemed impossible to just find somebody who actually really does love me. And even if they did and I didn't know, I'd always doubt it, you know, for one reason or another. But it's like, you know, it's a fact that I think I can tell almost for sure that she did love me. That it's just, it really is just like, it just makes me feel like, it makes me feel at least some amount of happiness about this whole thing. I haven't played this song in a while, so. I honestly don't know if the music is overwhelming or not.
All right, let's do this.
My brother is up right now. I could probably ask him how the audio sounds to you guys. I guess I do have to charge my phone. I'll probably go ahead and like do it somewhere in the middle of us taking on Kid Buu. And I'm
Let's do
just,
this.
I'm not even in the mood to get up, man. My comment, like, I really don't feel like I should be doing this stream today, man. got past level 15, right? Like, if Goku should have transformed at this point. I guess he's just gonna do it for level 20. Oh, no, no, no. We were finding the, U. We were finding the SSR version of himself. Now we're finding the 2R.
Alright, let's do this.
So level 25 he's gonna transform. Nice. Do you know if the audio is working fine at this point? Yeah, but I mean, you see how like low this kind of is? Yeah, but that's it. No, I said it's low. See, now you can't hear anything. Hmm? Alright, can you hear my voice? Huh? Alright, thanks. boost damage, like Boo Tense's damage go down so drastically. I don't know how to do the super attack effects. But it shouldn't drop off that much. I feel like it should go from like 10 million to like 6 million. I'm honestly surprised Boo didn't dodge that, but yeah. I guess from the look of it, he probably would have finished Goku off anyway. Because he dodged before, like, avoid getting an additional attack. To just basically keep Goku alive. But I'm assuming that the reason why he didn't bother is because Oob and Android Tornado were going to finish him off anyway. And there's no way Goku could kill us, so he had no chance. And that could be part of the reason. The other reason is just because his chance to dodge is already so low as it is. I think it's just 12%. Or 13%. 14%. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of something. I'm probably gonna make this point again during the stream, but like, dodge in the hidden potential system would only be valuable if it was like 2% per level, but because it's just one, we can never get to the point where it's enough to where our chances are as valuable as our strength, I suppose, like, in relation to the enemy. Like, our chances to, like, if we had, like, you know, like how passive skills, like, you have an 80% chance to dodge or something like that, if we could get to that point with our hidden potential system, then it would be as valuable as, like, our strength is. But because we're not there yet, dodge for now is not really something that's ever going to benefit you. It's only going to, like, be something that helps the opponents, pretty much. Or it's just going to come through at a time when it doesn't really matter, pretty much. I'm just gonna restart over, man. Like, I think this could last 3 turns if I don't. So as long as Boo crits on like that first attack, it actually is possible for us to like one turn this still, huh? Okay, why are they so low? Oh, oh, she's Goku's starting to reduce damage from types. I guess AGO is wait. It's what is it? Super EGO? He's reducing types damage from? No. Actually, her damage is still high enough to where I don't believe that. It's just he's just got that much damage reduction right now. Okay. I don't know if he doesn't, but like let me just check. Oh, yeah, he is reducing damage from Super AGL. Okay, so his damage reduction isn't that high as yet. That's good to know. Probably never will be actually, no. Alright, next I'm gonna play actually, I'm just gonna get this out of the way, because I heard this when I was like watching a video yesterday, like, I heard this song, and I'm sure I'm gonna end up playing it at some point during the stream, so let's just do it now while I'm not dealing with like things mentally and in this game as well. Like I don't want a reminder of one of the hardest streams I've ever had to deal with. Like, so that next song, we're just gonna get it out the way. I'm getting it out the way. It's like I keep mentioning this. Like I need to stop this. Like I really do always just if none of the past failures in love really matters to me right now, like at all, because it's just this one girl that this one girl that you know I've been talking about during the stream. At this point, she's the only one that matters. But like, it just sucks because like every time when things don't work out, that a girl like basically just kind of doesn't like about me. like, you know, I basically like improved on pretty much.
All right, let's do this.
Like, yeah, like, you know, I don't know. One girl basically said like I should stop like assuming the worst, and I think I don't assume the worst as much as like, you know, I don't know. It's never really something I need to improve on because like usually I don't assume like I don't assume what's like not actually happening, you know. Like I always make my they're usually educated, you know. Another girl basically said like, you know, I need to like if she never pushed me, like I probably would never have like I probably would never like, you know, get like I don't know, a job or like you know, there was like another habit I used to have that like she didn't like about me, and I've gotten rid of both of those. And it's like, yeah, man, like even now as I'm improving myself, I think I've gotten to a good point now. Like I've at least got 2 jobs that I'm working on pretty consistently. And I'm eyeing a third one. I'm gonna get a fourth one as soon as I'm able to do the third one. I'm gonna be able to do the fourth one too. So like, you know, it's like I'm improving in like so many areas, and yet like uh, even as I'm improving and becoming the man I want to be, I guess this is my 5th job technically, YouTube. You know, like at the end of it all, like when I'm all established, YouTube will probably be my 5th job. It depends on how far I get with it. But I don't know. It's like even now as I'm in the middle of improving myself, I still ended up losing definitely the girl I cared about the most. Like I really just can't win them. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So, I guess after this we're at level 25. I haven't been paying attention, but I think we're at level 25 after this, right? Well. Yeah, we're at level 25. Let me just, mute for a little
All right,
bit.
let's do this.
Hmm. Super Saiyan 3. Okay. Wait, they're playing the first standby one. They're playing the first, standby finish OST. For the 8th anniversary LS, so, yeah. Again, if Vu crits right now, we can, do a lot. Now, if he crits... the first or the second one, it doesn't really matter actually. I think we can kill him. Just one crit. Okay, alright, never mind. I don't want to go through that right now. I wonder if for the 30th one, like the 30th stage, we might actually get the second standby finish. Right. On my PC, like, it's like 2 minutes ahead of time, so I'm always like a little confused about the time that I'm seeing. Like, it's just throwing me off a little bit. Damn that. Yeah, this probably was a mistake, because she more than likely wasn't gonna kill him anyway. Or definitely not killing him. Not if Boo tanks his like attack is 7.7 million. It's not happening. You know, this fight could have happened, by the way. Actually, it did, but it just wasn't as long. Like between Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Blue Tanks. At least Boo won't need to get hit the next time he shows up. He should have his extra 100% attack as for receiving attack. He should have that ready to go the next Eternity shows up. This song is done already. Okay. Alright, I'm getting this song out the way. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with this today. No, not this one. Omega Shenron is the first example to me of this. Well, the first example I caught on stream of just how purgatory like this game really is. It's the best way to describe it is the way how I described it like a few days ago under one of the Truth's videos. This game is like balanced to a point where like it keeps you. It does enough damage to you to where you just barely die. That's why you always feel like you have a chance when you really don't. It's just always gonna try to kill you, but like, you know, be balanced about it. I mentioned this so many times in these streams at this point. But it's like this. I'm glad I have like a 12-hour plus stream of me like trying to beat Omega Shenron, because that I wasn't, you know, I knew things about the game, of course. Like I knew how rigged things were, but it's like I was still a little happy-go-lucky back then. You guys can probably like go back and, you know, if you understand, like you'd see like how exactly the game was trying to not let me be optimal and live, pretty much. The moment you try to be optimal, no, not the moment. If you try to be optimal throughout the entire game, you're going to lose. The game is, especially if you're 100% if you're not stronger than the enemy with like no weaknesses. The game will not let you optimize yourself if that's the situation. I hope I can finish this in the next 5 minutes. He's not dodging any of these. Also, guys, I think maybe it really depends. Don't hold me to this, but I'm gonna download Legends because I deleted it. If I have, if I'm capable, and if the banner is still around, because I think it probably went away at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and summon for the Ultra hit if he's around. I really should have summoned for him, like as soon as I saw his banner, like a few days ago. But again, I think that was like around the time when like things happened to me. took 4 minutes. It took 4 minutes just to beat this. So we're almost done with this. Kid Buu is probably gonna have around the same level of damage reduction, so we should be going through it a lot faster with him. Because the team you have to bring against that guy is Saiyans. Pure Saiyans, and that has some really broken characters on it, so it really shouldn't take too long to beat Kid Buu. For Xenoverse, like I don't have the people who are similar as, you know, I don't set them as like enemies like I guess other people do. Like people put the Namekians against the Majins all the time, and the Saiyans against the Frieza race just because, like, you know, of their history. But to me, the greatest rivals are what? The greatest rivals are like it's like this. Frieza race clan to Majins to Saiyans to Namekians to humans. That's how and then humans back to the Frieza race pretty much. That's how I do it. Like that's how I see, you know, that's how I see the greatest fights in Xenoverse taking place. If we had to pit the custom races against each other, it would go something like that. Should be him. I imagine he won't be dodging as much. Never mind. The last time before we end up getting the medals that we need, he won't be dodging though. How much does this do? Nothing, I imagine. No matter what though, I promise you that he's actually not gonna dodge more than like one. It depends on what he's up against. He's not gonna dodge more than like 2 attacks for this last fight. Because the last time before we get the extreme Z modes, we'll need to awaken this guy. It's just that's just what I think. Let's see. That first instinctive dodge that like characters do, like you saw Oob just do that just now. That's them essentially testing the waters. Like they know that the super attack would do some damage to them, and they also know that they're probably the weakest unit on the rotation to take that. So usually their first reaction, like you can't, I don't know. That should give you an idea of like what they can like if the character themselves essentially feel fear, I guess you could say. I'm just borrowing a line from the Vegeta at this point, but yeah. That's basically just a telling sign of if they feel like they can handle an attack or not. And that, I guess, is also in relation to how the rest of the characters on the team are going to handle it. If they feel like they're going to drag the characters down, like, but the rest of the team is good, like, they'll... Oh, I forgot to... Hmm. I should have put Boo there so we could just, like, you know, see what he was going to do. I'm talking about the pale Boo, the gray one. Alright, what was I saying? Like, their instinctive first reaction just should tell you how they think they can handle the attack, and in relation to like, you know, if your allies on the team are just stronger than they are pretty much, like, and they feel like they would let the team down, like, so essentially for all intents and purposes, they are the weakest unit on the team. Hmm. It should give you an idea as well as like how the game perceives your chances to win. Which, in that case, basically just meant pretty high. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do Pure Saiyans now. I'm not bringing you like Goku's yet. We're not gonna use this guy until later on today, I guess. I think this guy, no, he's not. I think that's it. Alright, I lost. Nothing Saga, other Wolf Warriors, or Sword, though. Oh wait, these guys. I forgot about these guys. Broly would just be a waste of time. I'm talking about this Broly, like, he doesn't really have crits built in. It'll just take a longer time with him. This Broly would just get the job done quickly, so... That's what we're gonna go with. Alright. I really don't feel like I have to do that at all. It's really a good thing Vegeta has type advantage, because if he didn't, I more than likely would switch him out for somebody else. Like, I wouldn't care what the leader skill would be. Look, if y'all don't mind me personally, I think I've had enough of hearing Omega Shenron's that theme. I like this one, and that's just about it. Everything else just gives me PTSD. It really sucks now that I think about it too. I forgot that like the last stream, like I forgot in the last stream, like the audio actually wasn't going through at all. I was I was making so many like good points about how these games are, and nobody could hear that. That that I was basically, I guess I should point out, long story short was like three things. Number one, I was going for my 11th copy of Jiren. Like, it was absolutely essential. I got the 9th copy, and those carnival coins that we got, um, that, we have 1,000, so we have enough to buy 2 more copies of Jiren. But that depends on if, I'll use those on Jiren, but it depends on if we don't get like a 10th anniversary Super Shenron. If we don't, I'll use them on Jiren. If we do, I might use them on that Super Shenron, because Super Shenron is one of my favorites. The other thing is, I was trying to explain that UI Goku is actually probably the best chance we really have, not Jiren, because everything that UI Goku has in his transformed state, he has in his UI sign state. And with the way how these games are, um, with the way how these games are, let me grab this. With the way how these games are, I can tell that the active skills, like, it's always playing assuming that you use the active skill on that turn. So with that knowledge, and with the knowledge that it always assumes you put your best foot forward, so your strongest character goes, the character with the best chance is in slot 1, or if they have type advantage, that character is in slot 1. Slot 2 is your second strongest, and slot 3 is your third strongest, or your weakest character. With all that knowledge in mind, basically, don't transform into UI Goku, it's just stay in UI sign, and the game will pretty much operate like, you know, you're in your UI state, because it always just treats it like, you know, you're using the active skill in that moment, the moment you had the chance. So, yeah. Just stay in UI sign, and put Goku in the slot where you think the super attack is going to be. More than likely, they're going to aim it at the weakest character, but the game is always trying to be balanced, yet do the most damage to you on that turn. So yeah, no, not do the most. Do the most. Do the damage that will be sufficient enough to kill you. Whatever that would mean, pretty much. It's up to you to figure that one out. There's a lot of different ways in which it can do enough damage to kill you, but you have to figure out on that turn what exactly that would mean. Like, what's the closest for you to just barely die. And once you determine that, just, I don't know, put Goku in the slot where you think the super attack's gonna be, pretty much, and he'll more than likely dodge it, pretty much. Because he could have on that turn. Now, the one thing I didn't know actually about Goku is that he actually has a 97% chance to dodge, not just 77%. So, like, if you really wanted to, like, if you had to, you had no choice, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever to just transform into him. But the thing is, you don't have to UI Slime. UI Slime is actually probably his top form because he still can use that active skill and just be guaranteed to like dodge whilst also attacking the enemy at the same time, and the game would be very afraid of that. Because there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, basically those are those are two of the three things I wanted to mention in my last stream. I was trying to, I didn't realize the audio was messed up. Other thing though is that the other thing was, like, you guys thought me going for UI Slime Goku over Beast Gohan. That was because UI Slime Goku really is actually the best chance against Beast Gohan. Like, I was able to show it briefly in a PvP match in that stream. That yeah, UI Slime Goku actually is pretty much, he has the best chance for anybody who's using him to just put Beast Gohan away pretty much and kill him. So yeah, like, that was pretty much the intent of my last stream. I'm sorry the audio was messed up. I wish I had noticed. I wish I had paid attention to notice, but yeah. I don't think anybody commented on that stream either, so that's a thing. I guess what was there to really comment about, right? Fuck you. Going on Twitter is just never gonna be the same for me anymore, man. I really miss her. Like, I really, really miss her. And part of the reason why I brought Broly is because of his active skill, but like he can't do that. I think he needs what was the name of it? Uncontrollable power. He needs, I think, 6 uncontrollable power category allies, and well, no, he needs to have every ally on the rotation be uncontrollable power, and right now it's only him and the other Broly. Why is he- Broly's not finished this guy. I think he's guaranteed to. Oh, never mind. If he crits, I think he'd do like 3 million. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take out Tech Broly now. He's just gonna slow us down. Like both of Broly's. Broly's no longer in a position where he can handle Boo. I wouldn't be surprised if Int is the next type to just be like to have their damage oh, it already happened actually, no man. Or is this just straight up extreme like extreme class characters that are just like walled off by Boo now? Also, was Vegeta at 10 million? I think that's what I saw. Oh, I forgot to take off. I should let the friend be linked up with Broly instead of mine. Yeah, even though we're doing these Extreme Z Battle Suites too right now, I know a lot of people are thinking that they're good and all that, but no. I can tell that they're very easily gonna get like outclassed. Like Goku's gonna be good against a Kid Buu fight, um, which is the current toughest fight. So yeah, people might think, and he's gonna handle everything else in the game very well as well. So like right now, he's not gonna struggle much. But once his guard wears off after a turn, and with just 50% damage reduction, and I assume probably like 3-4 million defense, it's not gonna be enough for the future, man. It's my problem with these games, like they only make characters like good for the current times. There's no, they intentionally try to like not have make them have longevity. And it's funny because Goku's like his passive skill is called Battle to Protect Tomorrow. I can definitely tell like it's not gonna be good for the future, man. Like where he is right now, it's not enough. And Kid Buu's not even close. Like Kid Buu's only got 70% damage reduction for like 6 attacks, and then it just drops down to 50%. And 20% healing is not enough. I don't bother considering defense at this point. Um, Although I never really have. I've always like thought Dokkan should just, defense is important to close the gap, but it's like the damage reduction is the only thing I usually care about when it comes to units. It's always been like that for me since damage reduction became a thing really in the game. Mm. Like I've never really been swept away by like just how a character performs. Like the truth always does that. Like he does get carried away with like how a unit performs right now, pretty much. And then when the time comes, he does acknowledge that it's their time is done. I'm still using these two, huh? It's great that he acknowledges that their time is done, but then he also he I wish he'd realized this when he was like before, like that you are a person that a lot of people look to for information and judgment, because a lot of people don't like to make judgments on their own. Like they like somebody else to tell them. He shouldn't have given people such like high confidence that these characters that were only good for now were going to be good for like a really long time. Like he should have made it clear that they're only good for now, pretty much. And that's, again, that just leads back to my point. Like right now, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. Kid Buu's not even good enough for his own fight right now. Goku is, but Goku's gonna fall off very quickly within the next month, because the 10th anniversary is gonna like really push power creep to like astronomical levels. I think we're gonna be dealing with characters that can just straight up do 100 million damage on normal attacks. Like look how much they've outclassed things since the 9th anniversary. None of them can compete. And I didn't have to see any videos at all to know that. I could tell Beast Gohan wasn't going to be enough. Not even close. I haven't seen how much damage he can take. All I just know is that he's probably died, because Truth has mentioned that like they died. I imagine Beast Gohan, with his guard and 80% damage reduction against a 7 to 8 million damage super attack, without his active skill. 55% from guard, 80% from 80% damage reduction. .5 minus 80%. No, it's more like 3 million minus 80%. Brings it down to 600k. Yeah, well, he'd be fine against like a 7 million damage attack, but like a 8 million damage or higher, like he'd die. That would be where you take like I don't know, 500k, and then the normals will also do a lot to him as well. It's, yeah. We're at this point now where all these characters that I knew were just like getting praised way more than they should have been. Just because they're doing well in the current events. Like, don't. It's just I hate that people waste their time on that. You know, it's so pointless. Like, if people were capable of like doing the math, like, and just figuring it out, they'd realize that all these characters, yeah, they're good for now. I can tell how well a character's gonna do in an event. Just I don't even have to like see the stats. Like, I can just see how one character did, and then reverse engineer the math to figure out how much damage that enemy is doing, and then apply that to like the other characters, and I could figure out how well they're doing. But like, yeah, man, it's just I feel like if people could have done the math, man, they would figure out like a lot of these characters just stop avoiding the inevitability that yeah, we're gonna be facing infinite damage someday, and so there's only like a few select characters, and I mean a few, that can really handle that. Like, you gotta think longevity, long term, long game, and many characters in this game will eventually be outclassed, and even the characters that are the few select characters that can handle it, like Jiren and UI Goku, even they, like, someday they will have some ability in this game that's gonna take away their defensive prowesses as well. Whether it means somehow decreasing damage reduction or canceling the uncancelability of cancel dodge, I suppose. Something's gonna happen, and you should be prepared for that. They're never gonna just let us, you know, be able to handle ourselves. I need to get rid of these rollies, man. After this, I will. So yeah, even though we're doing these extremes evals for these guys, I have no faith that this is like anything but a waste of time right now. Just like every other character, it's just how we play the game. Unfortunately, this is the game, and the game is really nothing if you pretty much are guaranteed to win it. Unfortunately, that's kind of why Jiren is the way he is. It's not even really fun or a game for him. It's just business. Damn it, I literally just keep forgetting them. I don't know who I'm gonna replace these rollies with, but it's pure Saiyans. I'll find somebody. stage are we even on right now? I think we just got to level 20, which is... yeah, we just got to level 20, okay. I keep forgetting to put them off, man. Ow. Okay, I really should go charge my phone soon, actually. When we're done with Kid Buu, I guess. Surprise. Alright, looks like we're gonna get through this. Oh wait, no, Broly's still... Never mind. Broly. His damage is being reduced. I should have figured based on the way that these guys were behaving. Alright, let's just do this, because I've had enough at this point. I got that the 3rd and 4th anniversary units have been boosted, but I don't really care. This is what we're running with. Wait, wait, hold on a second. How exactly did my Goku was key? It's rare for me to be in that type of situation. But it's like, does a friend have less ink levels than I do at this point? Oh. They've okay. Their damage is being reduced too. Yeah. I gotta check exactly like what types he's reducing damage by. What? 3 point what? He's not under a 200 or full 200% lead, is he? Somehow. It's time travelers. It's not Bow of Fate. It's time travelers and Realm of God. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But
All right, let's do this.
So we might actually not kill him on this rotation. That's kind of crazy, but yeah. If at least one of these guys was at max key, then UI Goku or Evolution Vegeta. If that was the case, then sure, but since the game was trying to not let that happen, I know what's about to happen.
All right, let's do this.
I don't know what to say if we don't beat him on this turn, but we will. They were trying to line things up to where we could. Well, then again, attack Goku and Vegeta. You know what? If Goku decides not to launch an additional super attack, okay. All right, we won. He's killing him this on this attack. Hmm.
All right, let's do this.
This should be the last one.
All right, let's do this.
He's probably gonna miss this next like additional attack. But Evolution Blue Vegeta won't miss like his next additional super. Like he won't. He's not gonna kill Boo with it. But I think I think what I think is gonna happen right is this, and then he's gonna launch another just normal attack, and then that isn't a crit and finish Boo. Oh, okay. Well, his intent was to finish Boo off. This should do it. Alright. I gotta go get my charger, so give me a second, I'll be back, guys.